Well, this ought to be a cracking fight. Wayne Rigby, very aggressive, comes forward all the time and seems to be developing some punch power as he matures. The former British lightweight champion from Manchester. Well, Micheal Ayers is a real comeback man. He's 35 now. This is a fellow who had 5 British title wins, all by stoppage. He's won this IBO championship, and this is his 4th defence of it. And last time out, I thought he looked as good as ever.
12 3-minute rounds for the IBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Referee Arthur McCanty Jr. will give his final instructions.
Good evening, gentlemen. You received your rules early in the night. This is for the IBO Lightweight Championship. Let's have a nice, clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to the both of you.
Got a good referee for this one. This was the fellow who was appointed for the first fight between Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. He wasn't scoring, I hasten to add. Good referee. First time he's ever refereed, he tells us, outside the United States. He's one of the best refs in the world, I reckon. So Micheal Ayers in the all-black trunks on the right of your picture there, and Wayne Rigby in the black and white pattern trunks.
The ref's dad wasn't a bad one either, and he's still going.
Yeah, still very fit too. Ayers, 35 years of age now, and on a very good run again. Can Rigby upset him here? Rigby, who won the British lightweight title against Tanveer Ahmed, stopped Matt Brown, but then lost to Bobby Vans. He was well beaten that night. He seems to have learned from that defeat. Good jab from him there. Ayers has had to endure the loneliness of a Belfast bedsit on the build-up to the fight. There's a monastic regime over there. He left the gym in London because he just felt that he was getting a little jaded. And ever since he's moved to Jerry's Story, it has revitalised him. But a very good start here from Rigby, who put together those punches with great precision. Looked very, very sharp.
Well, it should make a good fight, just with the styles of both boxers. You know, they're going to look to come together to get involved in the fight.
Accuracy from Rigby, who started the faster, got there with a left hook as well. Ayers a bit slow out of the blocks here.
Well, he's experienced there. He'll come on as the rounds go on, but this is probably the best time in the fight for Rigby, where he can start fast and just unsettle Ayers.
That's a great right uppercut from Rigby. The Rigby camp feel that they just might be catching Ayers at the right time, that he may be in decline. He hasn't looked in decline recently, but sometimes a fighter can age almost in front of you in the ring, particularly when he gets to this kind of age. You just get in there one night, press the button, and nothing happens. It's a great start this by Rigby, isn't it?
It's a good positive start. He's looked to get the centre of the ring, to put Ayers on the back foot, and just to try and unsettle Ayers from the start, and that's the best thing he can do.
Again looking for those right uppercuts on the inside. Good left hook to the body. Another right uppercut. Ayers just couldn't get to grips with it at all in that first round. It was a massive round for Rigby. Wayne Rigby, who found out about this fight, he says, the day before he was due to get married, and to be honest, he said, I was more excited about the fight than the wedding, but don't tell my fiancé that. He just told the world, hasn't he?
Well, it was a good start, good strong pressure. He was the sharper of the two and getting the better punches on.
Rigby's delayed honeymoon will be after this fight in Mallorca He hopes to go there celebrating a win. Wayne Rigby in the black and white trunks from Manchester. And Micheal Ayers from Tooting in South London. Hit by a body shot and hurt. Rigby's on him very quickly. Big shots going through from Rigby. Ayers in trouble on those ropes.
Yeah, that was a left hook to the chin and a good solid one.
Really good stuff this from Rigby, who looks to have improved a lot. Body shot, left hooks to the head, getting through again, and Ayers has somehow got to suck all this up and hope that the storm blows itself out.
Still a bit unsteady on his legs. Ayers just needs to get his balance right, get his head together.
Well, the danger for Micheal Ayers is that he could be blown away here before he's even got started. Rigby looking a much improved operator. Seems to have added some extra variety. Very strong looking body shots from him. Very one-sided, surprisingly one-sided.
Well, Ayers just hasn't settled down, hasn't gotten into the fight. He's been hurt a couple of times.
And his reflexes seem to have slowed, so that these shots are all raining in on him. It's one of the things that happen to fighters as they grow older. The reflexes go. One of the first things to go, isn't it, Glenn?
Yes, it is, and at this moment that looks what's happening to Ayers, but often fighters like Ayers will get this age, need time to warm up in the ring, and it looks like he's been caught a bit cold, needs to try and get himself loosened up and get into this fight.
Little smirk playing around the lips of Ayers from him, and he found a good right hand. Don't write off this fellow. He's a good fighter, Micheal Ayers. He might still be able to come back here. But Rigby so far has been electric.
Well, Ayers is trying to get himself warmed up, trying to get the punches up. Bit of success with the right hand from him.
Just showing one or two signs, Ayers, of coming to life. He started on flat batteries here. Rigby having a lot of success with those right uppercuts. Ayers is beginning to come back at him, though. Still Rigby's round.
But he's getting through with the better ones, the ones that count. The big punches that landed were from Ayers. Big left hook there, and you see the legs go. He's staggered there, stumbling to get his balance again. He's wise enough to know to cover up, but it was a good punch and a good flurry that followed from Rigby.
Terrific left hook, wasn't it, from Rigby? And he was in trouble there. The pain was written on his face, Ayers, and you wondered if he'd get through that. He did, and he came back pretty well.
Yes, he did well to come back. He was badly hurt early on and staggered, but he did come back well. He got himself into the fight towards the end of that round.
Here's round 3, due to go 12. Ayers defending his IBO lightweight championship here. Both of them former British lightweight champions. Rigby with another great left hook. Ayers starting to make inroads with his own right hand, though. Just starting to suggest that this is no formality, no matter how well Rigby has started.
Two good right hands from Rigby, one over the top and one underneath.
It's a quality fight so far, this, between two of the top lightweights in the country. Remembering that Billy Schwer, Colin Dunn and Bobby Vanzy are also very much in the equation. Schwer and Dunn, by the way, due to meet this autumn.
With a decent right hand from Rigby, still finding the gaps in the defence of Ayers.
from his improved power is he's never been floored. Having said that, Ayers is a puncher.
Well, you'd think something will give in there. This is a high-intensity fight.
Rigby looks to have come on a ton from the night that he was outclassed by Bobby Pansy.
But I think the difference is the styles.
Yeah, the style suits him much better.
A slick operator, where Ayers is more in front of Rigby.
Good right cross, doubling up with the left jab. Fair variety, finding different angles. Rigby. Ayers relying almost exclusively on that right hand over the top. He's having the odd success with it. But it's Rigby who continues to take the eye, for the moment anyway.
Good little barrage of punches from Ayers there, desperately trying to have some success.
Wow, tremendous exchange between the pair of them there. What a good fight this is.
Rigby just glancing at his corner for some advice off Bob Shannon.
15 seconds before he can get that advice. Doesn't look as if he needs an awful lot at the moment. Good body shots from Ayers, who sets his feet for these shots and hits hard. Simultaneous left hooks landing. Terrific round. That was good quality action, Glenn.
It was. Really was good work. Still Rigby doing the more to head and body, and I'll give him the first 3 rounds. The third a bit closer,
but Ayers is not out of it. You said
he's not out of it. You know, he's finishing the rounds good. You know, he's certainly not out of it. You know, the last 30 seconds was Ayers' part of the round. He needs to just get into it earlier. There's that good combination from Ayers, gritting his teeth, just trying to take the play away from Rigby. For Rigby, some solid punches to the body, and then coming back with that left hook.
Micheal Ayers has this fierce, burning pride about him. Still thinks he's the top lightweight in the country. And once or twice recently, he's looked it again. Good division, plenty of decent fights to be made among our lightweights at the moment. Can Rigby sustain his excellent start? Will Ayers bite back? Ayers in the solid black trunks, the black and white trunks of Wayne Rigby, the 26-year-old from Manchester, almost a decade younger. That could be a factor in the mix here as well.
Well, he's always very well prepared. Rigby will not be wanting for fitness, but Ayers just, you know, he's got that extra experience and maybe the better guile and class.
Oh, great right uppercut. Sweat spraying from the head of Ayers as that landed, and there's another one. It's been a honey punch tonight for Wayne Rigby, and there's a right hand, this time round the side of the high-held guard.
Well, these punches have got to be starting to unsettle Ayers. He's finding it difficult to get out of the way. Not a great deal of head movement from him.
Rigby's performance so far, a tribute to not only him, but his trainer Bob Shannon as well. They've obviously done some really good work to prepare for this. Left hook to the body this time from Rigby. Ayers just trying to stay with it, hang in there. And he could yet turn this around. Watch the head, says Arthur McCanty Jr.
Well, Ayers is fighting the sort of fight that Rigby really wants him to fight. It's suiting Rigby. Ayers should maybe try and use his boxing skills a little bit more.
Rigby's quite happy to try to out-punch the puncher. He's won 3 of his last 4 by stoppage, Rigby, maybe significantly. Much higher ratio than he was able to record earlier in his career, which suggests to me he's setting himself better for his shots these days.
Decent right hand from Ayers, but Rigby time and again has landed that right uppercut in this round. It's been a very good punch for him.
Looks faster than Ayers. More variety as well. It's a big, big night this. I think for Rigby in particular, huge night for him. It's the fight that can get him back in the domestic big time.
Ayers again looking to finish the round strongly.
Starting to let some fierce-looking leather fly. Micheal Ayers as well. Well, it's an excellent fight here. Probably that last round was the best yet for Ayers, but was it enough to win him the round, you think, Glenn?
Well, I didn't think so. An even round, Rigby getting the better work early on, especially with that right uppercut. Ayers finishing well. He's just leaving it a bit too late. Needs to start getting his work going earlier.
Ayers has scored 23 knockdowns in his career of 32 fights. There's 26 stoppage wins along the way. Rigby will have to be mindful of that Micheal Ayers power, but he's got an excellent chin himself, Rigby. Ayers in the all-black trunks. Great right hand from him.
Well, Ayers starting this round more purposeful, landing with some good shots.
With so much experience behind him, he won a terrific fight, I remember, with Colin Dunn in 9 rounds. He's beginning to ask questions of Rigby.
This is better from Ayers now. He's warming up to the task.
Rigby's won the early rounds, but you sense that the spirit of Micheal Ayers is far from subdued. Much better round this one for Ayers. Less from Rigby. Fierce looking right hand into the rib cage from Ayers. Well, it might be 0 to 60 in 5 rounds these days for Micheal Ayers, but he's beginning to crank himself up to full pace now.
Well, this is what happens to fights when they get older. Sometimes it's much harder to start a fight fast, but as they warm up and get into it, they get better and better.
Rigby's thrown a lot of his best shots at Ayers, but Ayers is still there and still firing plenty of his own, and this is Ayers' best round to date. It's really high intensity stuff, this.
Well, it is a tremendous fight. Great clash of styles here, where they're really blending together well to make good entertainment.
That uppercut again from Rigby. He's finding that Ayers is still pretty strong at this weight. I know the Rigby camp might have felt that he was a little weight drained, but it was a good round for Ayers.
Saturday, the valleys come alive to a different sound.
Sixth round, the black and white of Wayne Rigby, the challenger here for the IBO lightweight title that Ayers is defending for the 4th time. All his other wins for this championship have been by stoppage. including one of Tony Mad Dog Miller from Australia last time. Miller stopped for only the second time in his career. That was a great result for Ayers, and proves too that he's still strong late in fights.
Well, Rigby looking over at the corner again. You wonder what's going through his mind when he's doing that.
Little cut on the bridge of the nose for Rigby. Rigby's work rate just dropped off a little in that last round.
Well, he's just starting to allow Ayers to push him back a bit. And I don't think he's particularly likes boxing on the back foot, Rigby.
Well, it's not his usual style, is it? His usual style is to come forward in a right hand from Ayers. Drops Rigby for the first time in his career. He was up quickly. He was very square on, right to the head. Rigby down in round 6. The tide on the turn here in this one.
Well, that was a good right hand from Micheal Ayers.
Rigby did come back with a great right uppercut of his own. But Rigby, the latest to feel the enduring power of Micheal Ayers. There's a credit to the sport is Ayers. He's been operating at top level for a long time now. And he's still doing it pretty well, as you can see. It's a great comeback in the fight, this from him. Very accurate with the jab as well now, growing confidence. Good right hand, didn't travel far, plenty of power from Ayers. Rigby looking a little more open to that shot though. And Ayers now taking over.
Well, the style of Rigby just starting to fall apart. Ayers finding the gaps in the defences of Rigby more and more, landing with the stronger punches.
And looking very strong, isn't he, Ayers? Very strong. It looks as if he's really from another weight division, the way it is there at the moment. Rigby can't make this dent in him. He's landed with so many good shots. He's trying to come on strong again now, Wayne Rigby.
Good work from Rigby, good barrage of punches getting through, but that was big round for Ayers.
Wayne Rigby was on the canvas for the first time in his professional career, and this is 23rd fight, and this is how it happened.
Well, he just finds the gap, one single right hand, he led with a punch. Rigby didn't expect that, maybe just expecting the jab, but Ayers just went straight for the right hand, right through the middle, and put Rigby on the seat of his pants. There it is. I think he expected the jab. Rigby wasn't ready for that shot.
Punches landed in round 6. Ayers, well, just about double the amount of Rigby, nearly double anyway. And a big shift in the story here. 7th round. Micheal Ayers caught out by the speed and ferocity of Wayne Rigby's early attacks, falling significantly behind, but coming back and coming back hard. But can Rigby now stage a little comeback of his own? Maybe he can.
Well, it's poised for me. I've got a 57-all to a start for Ayers, but he's come back into this fight.
I've still got it to Rigby by 1. It's a diminishing lead, all right. It was a 10-8 round, that last one, for Ayers with the knockdown. Blocks the left hook this time with the glove, Ayers. Does look like that, doesn't it? Almost as if he's had a long time to crank himself up to full speed.
Yes, well, that often happens to fighters as they get older. You know, it's much harder to get yourself warmed up, much harder to get started in a fight. And that was the case here with Ayers.
Rigby's more tentative now, but he's felt the force. Another good right hand from Ayers. Rigby got there with one of his own, mind you.
Well, you still got to think it's a tough fight, this. It's got to take a lot out of both boxers, but Rigby, the younger man, the fresher man, will he be stronger as the fight goes on?
That's that uppercut again from Rigby. Hit the punch nicely. There's the right hand again, and that just seemed to stiffen the legs of Rigby for me. Body shot too. There's no doubt that Ayers is the puncher of these two. His shots are the ones that are having the greater effect.
Yes, he picked that right hand very well, and the left hook going in. And Rigby struggling to get his defences up.
Ayers is looking class at the moment. Now, Rigby, these are big shots, and he was in a bit of trouble when the round ended. It's another big Ayers round.
Well, he was looking a little bit dodgy towards the end of that round. Wayne Rigby coming on strong again towards the end there. Good round for him, and he just looked as if he was worried, he was hurt, he was starting to not be able to get out of the way of the punches. The bell just came at the right time for Rigby.
It's all so different from the opening 3 or 4 rounds. These are good shots by Ayers. There are times at this kind of level where he looks almost a force of nature.
Yes, he looks good. Looks at times the best he's ever looked.
Now round 8. Black and white trunks of Wayne Rigby. And Ayers still going very strong at 35. He never believed all the stories being put about that he was a washed-up fighter a couple of years ago. He refused to believe that. This is a man of pride and real fighting spirit, and he's confounded all his critics. He's proved that he was right, they were wrong. But this is still close on the scorecards, I would suggest, even though Ayers is right on top, or has been until this round, recently in the fight.
Well, I've only got a point in it, and that's in Ayers' favour.
Now have it level.
66-67 to Ayers.
How much is this big effort of Ayers to claw his way back into the contest? How much has that taken out of him, I wonder? Shots have taken something away, I think, from Rigby in terms of speed and snap. Because he didn't half look good in those first 3 rounds.
Ayers looking a bit tired in this round. Good onslaught from Rigby there.
Great effort, this from Rigby. Now he takes over again. This is a tremendous assault. Ayers looking open to the right hand.
Well, it was Ayers that caught Rigby with the right hand in that exchange.
Turned him round, didn't he, on those ropes as well. Suddenly turned the tables. This is one very good fight. Tribute to both of them.
But Ayers is looking more tired in this round. The big effort in the last Round looks as if it's taken a bit out of him.
And Rigby, maybe sensing that, tries to pick it up.
Another good counting right from Ayers. Still got the better boxing ability.
Who can produce the stronger finish over the last 4 and a bit rounds? Oh, and the left hook from Rigby. Now Ayers is floored. Left hook. 2 punches for good measure. Big left hooks. Ayers isn't going to make it. Ayers is not going to make it here, I don't think. He just about gets up. Arthur McCarthy Jr. looks into his eyes. He's going to let him go on. I think a lot of referees might have stopped it there. The bell goes to end the round. And I think really that Ayers was lucky there that it was an American referee who's seen most things in the business and gave him the benefit of considerable doubt.
Well, he's very experienced, Arthur McCarthy. He gave him every chance there, but he looked very unsteady on his feet. But what a punch. It was a brilliant punch. He just got an angle. He just did it differently, just stepped to the side, brought a beautiful left hook in, all his power into that punch, and then a follow-up left hook, and over Ayers went.
Yes, it was Ayers' misfortune, really, that he didn't go down from that first one. He stayed upright and had to take another one. This is a wonderful fight. This is the 9th round of it.
Well, he nodded in respect to Wayne Rigby there.
It's a topsy-turvy contest, this. Rigby now has got himself back in the box seat. That looked improbable 1.5 rounds ago. He was the one looking tired. Was a minute long enough for Micheal Ayers.
Well, we've witnessed some good fights in America recently, Ian. We're having the pleasure of a very good one here.
A very good one indeed. Ayers trying to dredge up new reserves of energy from somewhere.
Well, I think it's all about who's got what left at this stage in the fight.
We always use the old line about who wants it most. I think they both want it desperately. That's the simple, naked truth of it.
Ayers still looking as if he's carrying a bit of the impact of the last round with him.
Still in a bit of a haze, isn't he? But with every passing second, maybe that haze will clear. Maybe the life will come back into him. That could happen too.
Rigby looking tired to press his advantage home.
But the way this is going, it could turn again. It's that sort of contest. Ebbing and flowing, twists and turns in every chapter. Now the big right hand from Rigby. If only he had a bit more concussive power in his shots.
Maybe Ayers' head just starting to get clear, starting to get his shots off.
Starting to dance a little more, but it's Rigby's round. There's another big right hand from him. Ayers just didn't blink, took the punch and carried on walking forward. Now these are fighting men right down to their souls, these two.
Great hand from Ayers there, trying to pick himself up towards the end of this round.
And don't bet against it either. As Rigby punched himself out for the moment. What a fight. Scorecards will have reflected the changing moods. I've got Rigby 3 points up now.
I've got Rigby 2 points up.
punches landed. Let's see if we can decipher this lot. 230 landed by Ayers, 214 by Rigby. They've thrown, well, near enough the same amount.
Good uppercut in close from Rigby. That's been a good punch for him all night. There's the right hand.
Wayne Rigby, who likes to pin up the name of his opponent around the house to kind of G himself up, ready for the contest.
I did a similar thing in my world title fight.
It sounds a bit daft, doesn't it? But you understand the tunnel vision of men in this kind of action. Rigby has set about his work in this round like he wants to finish the argument for once and for all in round 10. This, by the way, was the round in which Bobby Vanzi stopped Rigby.
Well, there's a cut on the nose of Rigby's.
He's had that for a while, I think. It's nothing much, is it?
Just a little graze, but both them, their faces showing the marks of a tremendous fight.
The economics of boxing don't work like this, but these two should get a big bonus for providing action like this. Antidote perhaps to some of the antics we had to put up with in Glasgow last Saturday. That's a great jab from Rigby, and Ayers walked straight into it.
Well, at this stage, you just wonder who's got more left in the tank. You'd think it would be Rigby, the younger man, the fresher man, but Ayers has got a lot of character, a lot of heart.
Yes, he's got enough for 10 men, hasn't he? But he's got him with a left hook. He looked off balance more than anything, Rigby, but maybe the legs just beginning to tire a little. Ayers coming back at him again.
And this is a close round. We're both having the successes. Rigby first, then Ayers.
Big right hand, blood from the mouth of Rigby. Heavy-looking shot seized by Ayers, who has to take another right himself, and they've almost thrown defence out of the window. He's suddenly looking very marked up, and he scores with a big left hook. Rigby there. Goodness me, what next here?
Well, neither fighter wants too many fights like this in a career.
Well, they're fighting themselves almost to a standstill, and Rigby, he's starting to go here. He's looking in trouble, big right hand. Referee takes a very close look at Rigby, who needs the bell. He's got 20 seconds to go. He could be stopped here, Rigby. Ayers is inviting the referee to stop the fight, and he's walked to his corner. It's over. He has nothing left. Wayne Rigby and Micheal Ayers there in a compassionate act in the middle of a heated battle like that, stood off and let him walk to the corner to retire. What an extraordinary ending to an amazing fight of very high quality between two men who gave it everything. But the bottom line after all of that is that Micheal Ayers has won it in round 10, having survived a huge crisis only 2 rounds previously. What a fight, Glenn.
It was a tremendous fight, and what a change from the terrible antics of Mike Tyson. Here you've got Micheal Ayers, knows his opponent's out, knows his opponent is swimming, knows he's hurt, and just backs off. He could have finished it there, he could have hurt him there. He decided, so compassionate, not to do that. That's a mark of a man.
I thought that was brilliant. I mean, the referee, who previously we thought he might have stepped in to stop the fight, and here he wouldn't step in, and he was all out here, Rigby. He wanted no further part of it. He'd had enough.
His eyes were gone. They were swimming in his head. He knew there was nothing left in him. He just wanted the sanctuary of his own corner. And there's so much credit to Micheal Ayers for knowing that. That was a great thing from him.
For me, both of them should get all the credit in the world. It was a great fight.
Our gentlemen, please, after 2 minutes, 49 seconds of round 10, ladies and gentlemen, the winner by TKO and still the IBO lightweight champion of the world, Micheal Ayers. To present Micheal Ayers with the championship belt, the IBO Vice President and President, Mr. Jerry Willard and Mr. Ed Levine. Gentlemen, I'm sure you'll agree that was a tremendous contest. Your appreciation, please, for the loser, Rigby.
Well, fellas, boxing takes a lot of knocks, but I want to pay tribute to both of you for providing a fantastic fight there. Just give us your take on it, first of all, Michael.
Well, look, he's got two warriors there. I'm a warrior, Wayne Rigby. Big respect to Wayne Rigby before the fight, prior to the fight. But after a fight like this is when you really respect somebody. I felt his heart in there, I felt his soul. We went down, we dug down. He wanted it, I needed it. I hold on to it. I thank God. There wasn't a lot more in it apart from God, really.
It looked like there were points in that contest where both of you were on the very verge of defeat. Just talk us through the ending there, because you kind of retired yourself, it seemed to us.
Yeah, he's just there, you know. He proved a good champion. That's what I've got loads of respect for Micheal Ayers. I mean, I've watched him for many years. I took the chance there, you know. It's a learning fight like Matt McGowan said against me, you know. It's a learning experience. You know, I'm still 26, you know. I'm not written off yet. No. Come back. You know what I mean? And one day I'll take Micheal Ayers' place.
Here comes the final moments, I think, of the fight. Now, you're pretty marked up here, and the referee didn't stop it. You kind of walked away, and you there just knew that he was in trouble and didn't hit him anymore.
Well, this was similar to the fight I had with Mad Dog Miller. I mean, the thing is, two fighters, I mean, the referee, full respect to this referee, he's a class referee, but two guys can tell when you're so close in there with each other and your heart and soul's on there, you can tell there's a point where you can tell. And I didn't want to hurt this man anymore.
I think that was terrific. I think that was, I mean, it just caught the spirit of the whole fight, and let nobody say that you quit because you bared your soul in
the
there.
Boxing news, they was like trying to write me off, saying, no, how's Rigby got a chance against Micheal Ayers? But
right.
no, I proved it tonight, you know. I gave him a good fight. I did, I gave him an half fight.
Certainly did, mate.
But at the end of the day, he proved...
I was in good shape, mate.
Yeah.
You gave me a good fight.
He proved he was a good champion.
Tell you what, credit to both of you. Well done and thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. You're right, mate.